Did I mention I ain't dead? Oh, look, I'm live. Which means I ain't dead. It's Dr. Phil here. Happy Dr. Phil. Happy holidays, everybody. How have the holidays been thus far? For me, they have been exhausting, but you'll notice that this area is nice and clean. So, of all my house, this tiny area here, nice and clean. I'm going to show you into the opal jar of wonder. Look at that. Look at all that shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Let's have a look at that one straight away. Which one is it? Just getting it. This is the funny thing about opals. They are slippery. What I mean by slippery is the original medieval term, which is kind of implying witchcraft and stuff. Slippery is like a treasure, which just goes away. It goes deeper as you dig for it. It slips beneath the surface. It's slippery. So when you're reaching for opals, just to give you an idea, you just grab the opal and no, we'll try. Grab the opal, and as you grab it, it kind of slips deeper and deeper. It's slippery, just like the occult version of slippery. You know, that's my read of it. Anyway, my reading. I sense a future in your future. Yeah, I saw something pretty good last time. Let's go back here. There we go. If we go even further, have I just discovered the magical how to actually photograph these darn things? Let's have a look. Oh well. Maybe if you go really close. Yeah, you can see that. Nice. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So I've got these. What I noticed is, whilst we're waiting for everyone to show up, I'll very quickly clean up some of these opals. There's two which I've already done in the past, and I had to cut it in half. That's why it's now two. And if nobody else shows up for a while, whoop, hang on, hello. I was going, if no one shows up, I'll be doing X, Y, and Z, but it seems people have shown up. So it means that I've got to change my approach. So I've got this opal here. Whoops. Sorry, I just dropped one. Got this opal here. I've got this opal here. Zooming out again. Zooming in again. Perfect. All right. So this one is from Caleb. I might have a look at that one. This one is it's a bit of a gamble, but I reckon if I do it right, there might be some really cool stuff in the middle of that. So there is that one. This one here, let me see if this is the correct one. I know this one. This one, believe it or not, underneath here, we might find something really fun to play with. So I'll grab that one. This one here, I think it's in here. It's got a color bar, which is something else. If I have a look and see if I can find it. Is that the one? Yeah, that is it. So let's see if I can make that work for you guys. I think that works. Yeah, I think that works just there. There we go. Or maybe really up close. I can't. It's that dark bit will turn red if it works out. Not turning red. Oh well. It's good. Just believe me on that. Okay, what I will do still is I will find this other half of that opal that I cut, and I will clean that up because that will be number one on priority list. Having said that, there's a few other things. That one I started working it. Oh, hello there, Gilly. Merry Christmas, mate. That's a lightning rigger, that one, and that one's probably going to pop out quite well. Let me see. I can't find the other one, and people are showing up, so I'm going to get started. There's this one. This one comes from Cooper Petey. It's just the most bizarre. I have seen one of these ones before, but it's bizarre and it's awesomely fun. So we'll give that one a shot. And I've got a whole heap of other ones. Let's see if I can find this other one quickly. Doesn't make much of a difference now. Everyone's here. Well, not everyone. Some people are here. I found it. All right, so it's that one there. This is one I cut a little while ago. It worked out well, but it's I had to cut it in half because reasons. So I thought what I'll do is I will I'll redo this, but I'll redo it in front of everybody. So got these ones here too. They're quite fun. Let's just pop them away over here, and let's get this guy going. Let's get the unnecessarily slow dipping mechanism going, as I say. Quote from Austin Powers, if you guys remember that one. Yep, Santa did give Phil some nice rough. And the thing about it is that it was almost a surprise, because I bought it for myself, and it's like Santa delivered it. So here we go. Let me just show you this one before we get started, just so you can understand. You can see that nice and beautiful. That's Cooper Petey stone, and basically it's the other half of this one, which I had to cut in half. Once again, a beautiful stone, if I can show it to you. There we go. There's reds as well. You're just seeing the greens, but there's reds as well. So I'll do this guy first. Real quick. Moving this out of the way. Not exactly a pair of earrings, because I noticed that one side had a bit of a defect on it, so I thought what I'll do is I'll bias the cut to one side, make one of them deliberately smaller, get rid of the defect on the smaller one, and then keep going, I suppose. On my knuckle, I have possibly the world's stupidest injury. I'll show it to you in a second. I punched the blade. I was just throwing some rough into the thing that was underneath the blade at the time, and my knuckle went straight into the blade. So it's okay. So here we go. See that? Beautiful. Right, so that's that one done. I've got so many rubs that I need to get sorted. That's all right. Here's the next one. This very similar one. We will get this one cracking. Whoop, too far. Whoop, not far enough. Whoop, whoop. Perfect. Right. After this one, we'll do the lightning ridge. And it's going to be a fun one. There's a few lightning ridges here, and they're all going to be a fun one, I reckon. I'm hoping so, anyway. I see in your future fun. Really, thank you, mysterious predicting lady. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about the shape at the moment. I will get rid of that weird little bit. This will end up as a cab somehow, but I don't necessarily want to screw it over just yet. What I mean is that I want it to naturally give me the colours and the shape that it wants to be. That'll happen when I drop it, don't worry. Wow, that'll cost me. That's alright. I think I've just turned it into a drop. There you go. Interesting. Hello, Happy Man. How you doing? There we go. I'm just reshaping a few opals, and these ones look really nice anyway, so they're pretty good to draw the crowds. That's good. You see, I'll know there's trouble when you change your name from happy man to disgruntled man, or somewhat sad man. Yep. Okay. So this is the next one. Now, what I did was I had a look at this one, and as I started to cut it, I saw some of that blue coming through. Now, you might not see it, but that blue, as far as I can tell, is a bit of an iridescent blue. So I think we're going to have a good opal out of this one. What I need to do is I need to kind of make sure that the back of the opal is in line with the front of it. I can see where the colour's going to be, so just basically make the back parallel to that line that you see there. So we'll move this back a little bit. First things first, let's work on the back. It's not going to make life easy for me because it looks like it's going to be good from this angle as well. See you in a second. It's okay. The black potch I thought was going to actually pop out because, I don't know, it's just the, opal cutter's instinct, I suppose. You can tell when something cool's going to happen. You don't quite know why you know, but you know it. So anyway, let's see if that opal cutter's instinct kicks in here, hey? Well, I certainly got something. Yeah, it's coming up nice. Yes, beautiful. Excellent. I'm hoping that it shines into that black, because I don't want the black to be there if it's not going to do that. We'll see. I'm just going to round it off and then roll it in and see if different angles do different things. I can all but guarantee that is the truth. They will be doing different things. Still working on that back. Baby got back. Baby got back. My opal don't want sun unless it's got potch, honey. I mean, I really can't do much naughtiness anyway, even though this is not made for kids. But I'm trying to bring it back to opals, and that was a tough one. Oh, Minecraft. Yeah, I'll tell my... Oh, hang on. You're the one whose account was gone, wasn't it? Your account's back. So good. I'm happy to see your account here. Oh, you on a server? Well, you're probably not there anymore. It's a bit annoying, but what can you do? So it's kind of shiny on the edges, but the fire doesn't go into the black like it sometimes does. I was hoping that it was going to go in there, but that's all right. I'll just roll it in. What I'll do is I'll dot that and polish it as is. It's not a valuable stone, but it's like, I like that kind of uniqueness in a stone, to be honest. A little bit of colour around the outside of just a black thing. I mean, obviously it's not the $10,000 opal we're hoping for, but they're relatively few and far between. We might have a few good ones coming up because I've had a bit of a sneak peek into some of these opals, and I'm pretty happy with what we've got. Looks kind of like a silhouette of a butterfly. We'll call it the butterfly stone. What do you reckon is better? Fala, butterfly, papillon, or schmetterling? Which language? And if you've got another language to call a butterfly, well, let's zoom in so we can have a good look at it. I think it looks like a butterfly. Anyway, we'll pop that on. We'll get it dopped and covered. Let's have a look and see some of it. We've got some tiny little ones. Shall we do this one next? See what it looks like. Because I'm curious. I'm deadly curious as to what this thing's going to look like. Let's just carve that off, that away, gently. Gently again. I genuinely don't know how to describe this particular piece of opal. It comes from Coober Pedy, as far as I know anyway. It came from a Coober Pedy parcel. Sometimes what happens is that opal gets mixed up, and sometimes bits of opal come from other places. But as far as I know, this is Coober Pedy. It's just the weirdest chunk of Coober Pedy I've seen. It wouldn't surprise me if this ended up being from Andamuka, but you know, no matter what, beautiful little piece of opal. I'm just working the back. I have to do the back of the opal because, well, if you don't, your opal doesn't do well. So it's a luxury product, like I say. And if you don't have all of the things done, then you don't have a luxury product. So, let's have a look at this. I'm not deliberately doing the curiosity approach, I just have to deal with the back. I can't see the front either. Just going to quickly have a look. Yep. I haven't done anything stupid to the front. Not yet anyway. Right, let's flip it round. Have a look. I think I have accidentally taken out some of the front of it. Oh well. Yeah, I think I did a mischief on myself. Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to have to stop it and dop it because it's going to end up getting a bit worse if I don't. I'll just quickly do this side and then that side because I'm just refacing it, re-angling it just a wee little bit so that we get the maximum size of the face. Right. Yeah, I think I may have done something that reduced the size of that, so my fault, but never mind. Still a nice little stone. I will review the footage and tell myself off later on. Okay, so there we go. Nice little chunk of stone. What else have we got here? So many. We'll do this one, and then we'll go and do some exploration. Okay, so this guy here. See if I can actually show you what it actually is, because sometimes it's hard to show it to you. I'm going right up into the grill of the camera, so yeah, you can see a few flashes. There you go. Just a few flashes there. It's a lot brighter than that, but you know, just the way it happens around here. Well, perfect. Now, I'm going to have to see how that little defect resolves itself, because that's right where the colour is really. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dance around the topic, so to speak. You know, this shelf as well, because I've got like 3 literal shelves that have got opal in them, but they're all just a little bit dodge. So let's just very carefully cut our way through this. You know that usually the best course of action is just to slice it into a couple of stones. I'm not particularly concerned with that fragment that just came off, other than the fact that it keeps sticking. So you can see that there's actually a little void in there. That entire void's going to have to go off, I think. So I'm going to cut it at this point. Have a look. I think that's safe. What will we do here? Let's just carefully bring that down and see what it looks like if I do that. That's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back a bit. Hopefully we don't get that much colour, believe it or not, because I'm going to make this the back of the opal. Thing is that if you're going to do stuff like that, you do it decisively so that you pretend that you're meant to if it all goes wrong. Oh yes, I decisively ruined it all. Tell you what, this opal is decisively fighting back. Must have had a pocket in there. Right. So look at this front side. Yeah, we'll use the front. Hopefully. Ooh, another piece just flew off. Certainly fighting me the whole way. That's alright. Going to be a drop. I noticed that there's actually an extraordinary vein of colour just in a specific spot. I'm just getting rid of the rest of it. Hopefully I can get it to roll in. That's all I'm interested in. I'm sure it will. Good. Right, I'm a bit shy to do more of it, but I'm happy with what I see. So basically if there we go. See if I can do something about the colours. No, I'm not doing that. Magic touch, retouch. Yeah, retouch, why not? There you go, you can see a little bit of the colour there. So that'll make a nice little stone, even if it only half colours up. But I think it'll all colour up. Time to have a little bit of fun. We've got these two stones here. This one's from Lightning Ridge. This one is not. But this one has got some interesting colour. I'm even going to try to show you that colour by moving the camera. See if we can spot it. Oh, come on. There, look, there we go. There we go. You can see the red there as well. And a few other colours that are sitting around and actually washing out the camera. That is everything that you expect it to be. This guy here, this one's a bigger risk, but it's also a bigger return, I think. So we'll do this one first. Can't see anything yet. I'm just going to move the edges and see what happens. This is what we call gamble rough, but it's a good gamble, if you can call it that. If it pops, you're going to get an amazing stone. If not, we're going to get nothing. Either way is fine, because that's what the fun of opal cutting is all about. Like I said, this guy's from Lightning Ridge, so that if it ends up... Oh, hello there, Sam Platypus. That sounds like a familiar name to me. I think you've been here before. How has it been? Alright, now let's see if this thing is worth it. Just having a look. Well, it's looking promising, but they tend to look promising and then they just go away. So we'll see. Not too bad. Not too bad. Nothing yet. Nothing amazing yet. Oh, is that a bit of purple? I'm just moving it out so I'm not getting fooled by the lighting rig that I've got, which is like... I've got blue which shines onto there, so I thought that would help to enhance the colours. What it does is it tricks you into thinking there's blue in the opal. Yeah. Oh, my shiny rocks hopefully are getting shinier, basically. Yeah, and a nice Christmas. My kids are well, which is all you can hope for. Oh, that's looking promising. Oh yeah. Okay. Hold your breath, everybody, because here comes some fun, hopefully. Come on, you can do this. Sometimes the colour comes and then just goes away, so it can still go either way. We don't know what's going to happen yet. But If you hang around to see it, if it does pop, you can say, I saw it here first. So many times I've been just cutting random rocks just for funsies, really. And I'm going, I wish I'd cut it in front of people because, come on, you can do this. Sometimes I swear they're camera shy. Just getting rid of that piece of sand. The sand is no good, can't use it anyway. So basically that sand is literally sitting on top of something. Let's go to the other side, just have a quick look. That's black, which is good, which means it's a black base. Hang on. Some more. Yeah, just some more promise. Just over here. Come on, you can do it. You have to talk to your rocks. You know, you can't just expect them to perform when you're just slicing into them. Right. There's definitely some colour in here, but whether I can get that colour out is another story. I've seen 2 or 3 occasions where the colour's just kind of come and gone, which is good. It's a promising sign. There's still some colour in here. It's just really, really faint. I want it to be better than that. In here, okay. I know for a fact that cutting this way is my best chance then. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. See, a little bit of red. Was that hard to do? Come on, try another one. Very good. Just a little bit of blue. Let me have a look. Yeah. Just a teeniest, tiniest bit of blue. All right, let's go this side. See what we get. Oh man, this is a striptease of opals. Yep, pretty much. After all the hype especially. I looked up, there's 120 people watching this. It better be shiny. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, yeah, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Oh, it's so close. Having a look on the outside, see what we've got. Okay, I'm going to just carve in this end here, because I think sometimes working the angles is a good idea too. I'm going to slice that piece of sand right off, just to see what we can see what the cross section looks like. So that's our cross section. So you can see just to the right of that sand is some colour. So let's just try and clear the sand out and get to the colour at the same time. Yeah. Well, that's the wrong kind of colour, but you know, it's colour. Well, this is why they call it gamble rough, because it's always a gamble. Like at the moment, This is a $1 scratchy that's paid $1. Not that I condone gambling. I hate the idea. But that's the equivalent, I would say. I think regardless. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, all right, what I've got here, I'm just looking at it now. It's got aquas, it's got blues, it's got enough colour for me to say it is definitely a gem. I don't think there's enough colour to pop out at you though. So let me have a look. I'm going to now cut it into a cab. Oh, I can just tell by the way it cuts that we're so close. We're so close to a gem that actually is worth a mozza. Just a few little spheres here and there, maybe a bit of a crack here or something, I don't know. This was very close to a very good gem. Just a little bit out of being one. But still, if you had a look at this in the sunlight, it'd be quite nice. I'll go and finish the obligatories. Make sure the back is good. Remember, the back might even pop out as well as the front might. So, I mean, how do I put it? It's a good gem. It's worth cutting. It's just not... It just, at one point, had that look about it that it was going to be a lot more than just a, $50, $60 stone. It's still fascinating. It's a picture stone, you can see that. And the picture, well, it's like seeing a bunny rabbit in the clouds. We'll have a look and see what we can make of it in a second. A lot of the time I call these cherry blossom patterns because you can see cherry blossoms in them a lot of the time. Occasionally I do a bit of travel to find them, yeah. It's easier to just go onto a website and, or befriend someone who happens to be a seller and get them that way. Because realistically, professional miners, well, they are professional miners. And I seem to have developed a knack for cutting the stones. I don't know if I've got a knack for mining the stones. Alright, so that's a picture stone. It's nice. It's just, what do you reckon it looks like? I don't know. Maybe a fish. Maybe, I don't know, fire extinguisher. Maybe a jug. I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think it looks like. Alright. That one is worth dopping and colouring up. Okay, we'll do this one next because hopefully this one will give us something fun to delight us with. I've got a few like this and I kind of know what they're going to do. Hopefully, anyway. What have we got here? There it is. Right. What have we got here, huh? Hopefully this works out the way I hope it will. If it doesn't, we've got plenty more rocks to shine up, so don't worry. One of them will work. But hopefully this one's got a little bit of extra vim in it. What will I do here? Yeah, I think because I don't need the top of this stone and it might have its own stuff in it, I'll just cut it along that axis. Whoop. Small stone, bit of a side catch, nice purple. Probably needs to be doubleted, but other than that, nice little rock. Now let's hope we can get to this other piece. Whoop. Yeah, I know, that's what I like about them. Yeah, glassy, shiny, pretty gemstone. Now have a look at this guy. Let's see what we can get out of it. Come on, you look so good from the side. Sometimes the colour bar just doesn't show up well when you look at it vertically as opposed to when you're looking at it from the side. But we haven't gotten to it yet, so we have no idea yet. Once again, not exactly what I was hoping for, but I'm going to keep it like this because I'm going to make it into another picture stone. You can see that it's got this kind of weird sand pattern in it. I'm going to keep that. After all, value is what we assign it, nothing else. Looking at that, but can I? Yeah, I'm going to try and, because it's not that valuable. If I accidentally grind it to powder, not a big deal. But if on the way you accidentally uncover something beautiful, then all of a sudden, well, you got something valuable. So the risk is worth it. Yeah, picture stone. Basically, it's a natural formation of natural different minerals kind of swirling together. Just like people see Mother Mary in some toast sometimes. Not saying it's a bad thing or even a wrong thing. I'm just saying it's what happens. Looking at a cloud, I see a fluffy bunny. So there we go, pretty weird picture stone, but I really don't know which side is better. Yeah, I know what you mean. I see what you mean, yes. Well, when it goes a red colour, I suppose, just quickly emptying out the drainage at the bottom of this here thing, or else it's going to start to get a bit mucky for me. 5 seconds. There we go. One more, I think, just to make things easier for me. In case you're wondering what's going on, I'll just quickly show you. Zooming back. So this is the this is part of the operation of the opals. That is where all the wastewater goes, and I can pour it in the top here. You don't do it too many times because you don't want the water to be too mucky, but you can do it once or twice, and I filled it from the hose just yesterday, so it's all good. Just to give you a general idea of this thing, because sometimes I show people, sometimes I don't. This bottle I've turned into an indicator. So you've got max written here, which obviously means, well, that's the maximum point. We've got critically low, and we've got empty, just sitting there. Yeah, you're right about the interesting parts of the opal. Alright, let's go back in. Let's have a look at this guy and see what we can do. So, I'm sick of that. Okay, so let's go and have a look at this one. This one is one of these ones which has the capacity to maybe not. Let's see what it does. Wow, 7 likes. Thank you, guys. Yeah, usually one side has more interest. I think the one which had all the patterns in it was a bit better. I think the other side just had a little bit of a bland patch right in the middle. So yeah, I think you're right. Alright, so that's all of that dealt with. Can we get some nice colour out of this? Well, we can get a little bit of colour just at the edge here. Just there, we've got some nice colour. Zooming in so you can see it. Just there. Will that colour extend through the rest of the opal? We'll find out. Well, if you guys are interested in fighting for my children, we might hear one starting. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much other than that piece of colour just on the side. Yeah, I think we're only going to get that piece of colour on the side there. Oh well. Let's go to this one, because this one's a bit interesting. Like I said, there's just this piece of colour just here. Let's see what happens if I cut down into it. It will be very, very dependent on what side I attack it from. Nothing yet. Let's have a look. Definitely rolling this one in, because that's what's going to get us the results. Now, the other thing is, if this one doesn't work out quite the way we expect it to, we're going to have to not be too gung-ho with it. Okay, so this side here, we've got greens and reds. We can't be too gung-ho, because once we might have to take it out into the sun to see what the real result will be. So, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this piece off it, because sometimes there's a bit of colour underneath this yellow. Just so you know, that yellow tells me that there's a bit of water around. It usually doesn't last very long, so that means it's constantly being made that yellow colour and then getting washed away. So I think they've also given us a hint on maybe how this type of opal forms. Maybe the matrix opal forms in a higher water environment. Okay, got to be a bit cautious there. I nearly got rid of all of that red. So, just so you know, I've spotted that the red is coming out, so I'm just kind of trying to, it's called rolling in. Basically, you're making sure you're rolling the opal so that it presents its best side. You're going to have to cut that piece off. Bit annoying, but oh well, what can you do? It'll also give me a hint on how much opal I've got to work with. Got plenty. Got plenty. Did I see that? Was I imagining things? We've got some colour coming in on this side as well. Just got to stabilise the base here. There's no point in having a nice colourful opal if it'll just fall apart. Don't like doing this because that's eating away at the top bit. But I've got no choice. Whoop. Right, now very gently roll along. Try and make sure there's no sharp edges on it, especially here. Now I'm hopeful that dark patch just here is not a crack. Don't think it is, but I think it's just because I... Alright. I may have to break up a fight with my children very soon. Oh, if I do, I will come back. Or maybe I won't. If I get caught up in between them and there's weaponry involved, maybe I won't come back. Maybe I'll go to hospital or worse. Oh dear. The joys of being a father. The ridge one, it was okay-ish. There was some colour in it, but not as much colour as I would have liked. So that's it. So it's got some character, but it was looking like it was going to be much better. I've got a few other ridges, so don't worry. We'll get one of them to work. Right, so what I'll do is I'll cut off this section here because it doesn't owe us anything. You can see what the colour is. Let's check to see what that shard looks like. Don't think it owes as much, so that's good. Then I'll just roll this bit in. Certainly an interesting opal from structure perspective. Yeah, sometimes you go inside and you see the kids fighting and you're going, this is terrible. It's almost as bad as Parliament. Or Congress if you happen to be an American. Except less elderly people as children. probably work out. And who would you bet on winning? Because like we've got one child who's like really small but feisty. The older one, I mean, she's not completely without weaponry, but she's just like really sneaky. So you'd be just like, okay, get ready, 1, 2, 3. I think the young one's down and we don't know what happened. Yeah. She just has this tendency to know what the weakness is, you know, emotional, physical, whatever it is. Just pushes at that spot. And when you're not looking too. Not on you, but on the other kid. Now you just got to believe me with this stone. It's red, okay? So I'm going to see if I can even get you to see it. You're not going to believe me. But I like this stone. I literally can't get it to shine. So this is a ninja stone. It's red, but you don't know about it. When I polish it up, hopefully it'll look good. All right. What will I do? Let me have a look at this one. We might spend a little bit of time on this. If this one starts to go well, we'll spend more time on it. If not, we'll just stop. But this did come from Caleb, and he is a miner around the Cooper region, and he's been giving me some really nice opals from time to time. This one is pretty much amongst his potch though, so yeah, certainly big energy. This comes from a section where there definitely was some good colour, so he just basically threw it in as an afterthought, really. So it doesn't owe us much, but it might give us something. Yeah, there's a fleck or two in this. Let's have a look. Okay, so there's red just underneath there. There's a crack going down, so I might have to cut along that crack. In these circumstances, it's an advantage to have a crack to cut along so you can see what's going on in the stone. Opal fever is insidious. I started off just watching, and then I got my own equipment, built it all, and then, you know, now I'm doing this. Having said that, it's kind of fun because you see other people starting to get hooked on it. Now that's mighty interesting. Just underneath that crack there, I'll show you. So there's a crack there for sure. But underneath that there looks like, yes, the opal bug. Underneath that looks like something which is pretty good. Actually, that's a kernel. So sometimes a little piece of opal forms, and then so an opal forms and the cavity is in the opal for whatever reason. There are more opal forms in that. That's called a kernel. They're relatively common. Yeah, I think the blue flash might be my lights, so don't there is something here, don't worry, but I think that sometimes you get tricked by the blue lights. I get tricked by the blue lights. I go, oh. Let's have a look in here. This is where I'm interested. On this corner as I go through, there's blue. That's from the light. It just looks like opal colour. It's so indistinguishable from opal colour. Yeah. Might not be a Hollywood light. It might be one of those lights that they stick under the cars, if you've ever seen that. My car's fully sick. I've had it lowered, mate, and I put a blue light underneath it. Woo! Oh, the police cars. Woo, woo, woo. It is fully sick, mate. And I had it lowered, mate. It's a Subaru Impreza. But I had the boot removed and I filled it entirely with nitro. You notice there's a trend now to actually, it's really weird. It's basically to have a semi backfire happening in cars as the compression goes off. I mean, I think that's actually called knocking, which is what, you know, they were trying to stop by putting lead into fuel. And now they're deliberately putting it in there. Does anyone want to tell them, the young motorheads, that I think that actually reduces the efficiency of the engine? I mean, I'm not a mechanic. I could be wrong about that. Matter of fact, I'm very far from a mechanic. I had my station wagon lowered, mate. I've decided to cut this down on here to see what it's... Oh, no, I'm not. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not doing that. Okay, what do I do now? All right, so let's zoom in and I'll show you why I'm just a little bit nervous of what I've just done. If you have a look just here, can you see how that line was going straight into it? Oh, mate, so you need that speed hump, mate. If you go on the speed hump, then you take out most of the fuel lines. So, let me see. I'm going to carve this down like so. You've got to stay on the game sometimes. Just making sure there's nothing going on there. There's a crack there. So, let's just very carefully and cautiously, on either side of this, as a matter of fact, there, yeah, I can see it. All right. First things first, let's just isolate and find out where this colour goes. It's one of these ones that you've got to roll onto. Now that's nasty. You know what? There was a blue there. The blue flash that was there. Yeah. Oh, hello there, collaboration. Or Adele, whatever you like to be called. You've just caught me very nearly making a fatal mistake. We've got some colour here. I'm carving all the way through here, right into the colour. The other thing is that there's a bit of a dish of material in here, so I sort of have to kind of carve through it a bit to get. Oh, look at that! That's beautiful. I don't know what you're seeing, but oh wow. Okay. Very nearly sliced right through it. Heard about rolling. And it's not rolling you for your change, mate. Yeah, I was going to have this stone lowered fully, put a subwoofer in it, and I nearly lowered it right through the colour bar. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah. What I think I am going to have to do, I'm going to have to cut along that crack. There's nothing else for it. That's where the crack goes. Can I see where the crack also leads? Yep, along here. So it goes down here as well. Like that. Where else does that crack lead? I think that crack then just goes straight from here to there. So move over to that section there, and then to that section there, and then just along here, like so. Going along here like so. Along here. Whoa. Yeah, this crack's got a lot of changing directions. So, what I might even do... No, we'll just keep going. Ah. Yeah. No, officer, I did not know what speed I was doing because my instrumentation only does compression, mate. Look at that. Did you see what happened? The moment I snapped it, it gave me some colour. Beautiful. Just going to take that sandy material off it. Got no choice but to take the sandy material off it. I used to go through Redfern every day, mate. Also, Parramatta is very much the same. I don't know why when you lower the car, you also lower the seat, but you can barely see the person's head underneath the window. Cheap, cheap or chop, chop? I think that's what you meant, wasn't it? Well, Adele, you're the target market, being a female and all. Are you impressed? Adele, all of that work that they've done, you realise they've done it for you. They've fully lowered their car, they've installed the subwoofer, they've made sure that you can't see their face. It's actually quite a cunning strategy, if you ask me. Yeah, that's been the story of today. Yeah, it's kind of shiny. I might make it into fluffy dice so you can hang it on the mirror. That's what this looks like. One thing that scares me is I'm actually not doing too bad with the opals, right? But I'm actually sometimes just sitting there reading what you're saying and cutting the opal. And when I think about it, how can I actually be concentrating on the opal and the reading at the same time? Very strange. I think sometimes I'm literally watching it through your eyes, you know, the camera eyes. Yeah, a lot of the opal is petrified wood. I'll show you some in a little while. But I have a suspicion, as I've been telling Adele, that if you're going to put it in fish tanks, just be a little bit cautious, because I'm a bit wary of the pH. There's something not right about it. I suppose I'll throw a few opals in the guppy tank, because like my guppies, they're pretty much used to all sorts of changes in water quality, so we can find out. Yeah, I've been collecting opal fragments for you, don't you worry. You get all these tiny little ones, can't make them into gems, and you may as well throw them into resin. I'm busy doing my thing and inventing things and doing all the other things. The last thing I need to do is resin as well. May as well give them to someone else to do. Whoa! Okay, time for a nap. By the way, that's how you know that it's opal and not agate, because of the way that it fractures. Also amber. It's interesting, isn't it, how sometimes life just does this to you. It's a very trite kind of thing to say, follow your dreams. Yes, I was in Amway too. But the thing is that they're not that far off. What you got to do is you got to love what you do. And when I still am, but when I do stats, I love doing stats. I know that sounds nerdy. Sorry. But I love doing it. Same with this stuff. Love doing it. The rainbow dinosaurs. Yeah, you've got a plesiosaur. I don't think technically it's a dinosaur. And I have a suspicion that there is a much more important fossil which people don't really care that much about. Basically a modified lungfish, and I can't remember what they're called. So I'm going to wait until the sun comes out, and then that's a day at least, by the way, because the sun's gone down. But I can see some colour there, and I'll worry about that tomorrow. But this is the one which I had to be very cautious about because of this. Zooming in. You can just see that bit there. Oh, yes. Curiosity Mine. They're very fun. And that lady who's the fossil lady, can't remember her name, but she's the one who I contacted who I'm going to send my fossils to. Because they may as well have them than me. I mean, I've got a few fossils which I'll keep, of course, but most of them, like I've got hundreds, and eventually, like, you won't be able to see my house for fossils. So what's the point? All right. So let's have a careful look at this. What I'm going to do is, just to make life easier for me, I'm going to cut along here until I see another piece of opal like I did last time. For your entertainment, the amazing jumping opal. Roll up, roll up, roll up. And the dirty thumbed man. Right, okay. That really does sound like yeah. I'm not going to say that again. Oh, really? Didn't know they were building a museum, but that's good. I've literally got a garage full of fossils that I couldn't bear to watch being destroyed. I guarantee you, my girlfriend could bear to watch them being destroyed, but I couldn't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cleave it again. So cleaving it, you just basically cut it, and then you give it a bit of a squeeze or a twist or something and try and get it to break. It's not going to do it now that I'm telling... Oh, there we go. The reason why I'm doing that is because you get a nice clean fracture and you get to see some colour if it's there. No colour. No trouble. Cut this off. This is where the colour usually is. Yeah, left piece. I guarantee you left piece is going to be better. Just quickly have a look at the right hand piece. There's the crack. What I'm noticing here is that along every line, you can see every line on the opal, and that's because it's kind of iridescent. These ones are good carving opals, but I think you can do better than that. You can sort of force the colour. I'll be doing experiments later to see how I can do that. I'm reasonably certain you can. I'm reasonably certain you can make these opals nice and colourful. Anywho, can't see anything in there. Yeah. Because of this bit. This bit here. And what I'm doing here is I'm just being a little bit gung-ho, just seeing if I can uncover some colour just under here. What you might not be able to ascertain, or maybe, I don't know, that little brown patch, that's sitting in a bit of a depression, and I'm actually carving the corners away. Because there's colour here, I don't really want to touch that as much as I want to touch this side. So eventually when this corner's low enough, I can then go and get this brown bit off. Just like that. And hopefully the colour will follow too. But we don't know. Now I'm rolling it for you. Yeah, there's some pretty interesting colours on this one. Just here. Let's go. We'll zoom in so you can see it. Kind of a small kind of mosaic. And yeah, a lot of green. And then there. What I'll do is, that's at a very inopportune angle. I'll roll that, and then you'll be able to see all the colours. But on this side is where a lot of the colour tends to reside. You can see that it's sometimes, like on this part here, it's just reflecting the light and it's maxing out the sensor. But anything that flashes too brightly here, washes out, is actually the colour. Oh really? I'm going to try changing to my internet, my phone internet, but that might end up badly. Tell me. How's that? Any better, any worse? Okay. Radio. Tell me if it gets worse again and I'll switch back to internal, because it sometimes does that. Oh, brill. I saw some red. Okay, cool. This is along the fracture point. Okay, I know that the internal phone, internet, whatever you call it, sometimes that really messes up. So just watch it like a hawk. All right, I can see. Oh, yes, excellent. So go along here. I'm literally going to carve through here just to see what we've got. Not very much, just a little bit. It might help us along here. The reason it does that is very brittle. I'm glad it didn't catch. The worry is that the colour bar might already be exhausted. Sometimes you just can't help that, but you know, it's annoying. You can definitely see something along here, so let's try. Oh, that was my nail. I think I've just opened up an accidental nail salon. Look at that. That was a fraction of a millimeter from going ow. Welcome to Random Nails. The one caveat I have is, like, if you touch it with your hand, no problem. If you touch it with something hard like a nail, problem. Roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on. That's our only saving grace here, is if we can manage to roll it in. Something must roll. Come on. We can do it. Something like that, yes. I really don't like going across the face there. I have to do it. Going to do another one too. I'm just going to just sit here and pretend I don't have to do it for a while. Do other things. All right, here we go. Yoink. Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Don't want to do that too many times. You have no idea how much opal's there. It might not be very much. At the same time, there's no point in being timid about it, really. I think I'm seeing what's a lens just starting to form along here. So I reckon I can carve just there. Hopefully I'm correct about this. Come on, be right, Phil. Be right. Yeah, I think I'm right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Roll up, the Mexican jumping opal. Mexican jumping opal. Right, okay. Just have a quick look on. Hang on, just checking which side I've got the opal on. This side's that. So this one here. Right you are. It's a Dremel. So bearing in mind, guys, this is, sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you with these things, so might be able to find something, actually, maybe here. I'm following my dream. My dream in this instance is a piece of colour bar which may or may not reflect. Reflect yourself. Madonna. I think I'm going to stop flogging that dead horse because we've got a live one here. Right. Just making sure I know the exact extent of this colour, because I think it's just a little line just going along that edge there. And I'm viciously rolling it as much as I can to try and get any or every bit of colour that I can find. Oop. No, it's just not oriented to time and place there, sorry. There was an opal on the other side was on the other side. Right, seeing I'm pretty sure I know where everything is now. Let's just cut what we know. Make sure you know what you know before you cut. That would be tragic. Oh dear. The opal's going to full Mr. Squiggle at the moment. Spacebook time, spacebook time. No. Come back down here. Oh, hurry up. Oh, I'm so upset. You're a snail. Shut up. Okay, so here we go. It's emerged that it's your birthday in 4 days. How does that happen? Four days. Is that New Year's? Are you the same age as the Gregorian calendar? It's your second birthday in 4 days' time. Well, you're doing very well. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it. The rainbow connection. There's the rainbow. The lovers, the opals, and me. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? Go seek some medical help. Do you? I can remember one time, this is true, absolute true story. I was doing my soil degree, my PhD, and my supervisor, Alex McBratney, a wonderful, very fiery Scottish man from Aberdeen. He'd organised for some people to do some music, some friends as a special favour. Then they had a falling out, and this was for the end of year party. They had a falling out, and so they were no longer going to do the music. And I said, nah, don't worry about it. They are scary. You can do open cut, but that's also scary for the planet. Anyway, I said, don't worry, I'll organise something. And so I kept it all to myself. What I'd done is that my family, they tend to be able to sing and play things and do whatever else. So doing music's not a problem for us. And so we started. So I said, I just went up that evening. I had my guitar on me, and I said, well, I'll try to get my family along, but nothing seemed to come from that. And so I just got my guitar out and I played Rainbow Connection, believe it or not. Cool thing was though that, well, obviously I'd organised the music, so I knew this was going to happen. My brother came along and he sang the next verse, and then finally my sister came along and sang the final verse with us. And then we went and did the whole set. That was really fun. But Adele, she's not averse to, doing the odd musical number as well. Because, I've seen her, sing a song every time she broke up with someone. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I think they're not that bad. Okay, so that giant, massive opal has now got that. Let's go do something a little bit more fun. It's quite a nice opal, it's just tiny. After all of that. We're just going to quickly have a look at this one, see what's inside it. Go along there first. This is just for curiosity's sake. I'm going to make it into a clear crystal, because I like clear crystals. Basically more for me than anyone else. Oh, Max, are you getting jealous? Oh, 12 likes. Whoever's been offering extra likes, I appreciate it greatly. I like it. Problem is, I've got an injured thumb. It's very hard for me to like at the moment. Oh. Oh, Max. Can you hear it going nuts in the background there? Oh, that's Loki. Hello. Loki's slowly recovering from the whole chicken experience. She started plucking when she wasn't the centre of attention, which was a bit awful for me. Chicken is back, and they have it's kind of a sad but a happy thing at the same time. My parents have set up a cage, which was originally designated for a Corella by the name of Casper. Quite a big cage, and it's good for 3 chickens who are the survivors of the fox attack. So they're going to be safe, and they seem to be quite happy there. Mum's happy because it's easy to clean out. She just hoses it down. It's a big bespoke cage. It was built especially for Casper, so huge thing. bigger than this external area that I'm actually working opal with. So once I've gotten all the surfaces done, we're going to stop with that. If there is colour in it, it'll be sun flash, and I'll have to wait for the sun before we get it. So if there is colour, I will show you. But what I'm doing, you'll see that I'm actually just cutting. I'm flattening it where I can see a defect, which gives it a really weird... Ooh, there is colour there. Gives it a really weird faceted effect, which I like. Just cut along there. I like these things because like these can be the MacGuffin of your movie. We need to find the crystal of amazingness or else everyone will die. Oh no. Don't worry, I have one here. Oh no, the evil person has taken it. That kind of thing. If you're wondering what a MacGuffin is, just look it up. It's in TV tropes. And I'm sorry, because if you look at TV tropes, you're going down a black hole you're never coming back from. Okay. These birds are getting really antsy. That tells me that we're looking for Magnus opal now. That's not Magnus opal. I just like it. Now, let's have a look what we got here. Which one will produce the Magnus opal? I'm going to give this one a cut. I don't think it's going to produce the Magnus opal because it is too sandy. This one's too small, but I'll give that a cut too. This one might do it, but I doubt it. This one might do it, but I doubt it. There should be a lightning rigger. Oh, that one might do it. That's a lightning rigger, which might do it. That's another of those ones which I buggered up before. Okay, let's have a look here. Putting those down. Then he jump out at me on... Oh, that one jumps out right now. And so does that one. Aha! This one's a long shot, but I reckon that's a good one to take a punt on. Let me have a look. That one's another... That's a nice one. Maybe that one. I'm sure I had more than that, but we'll try what we can with what we have. So let's see which ones I picked up. Picked up this guy. This guy's going to be too small. So I'm saving that for another time. Let's go from least likely to most. Give this one a quick shushing. I know, Max. I know. So this is going to be like 10-20 minutes of extreme colour. They might be small, but they'll be colourful. And what we're looking for is what we call the Magnus opal, the opal that we can finish the session on. Of course, that's a corruption of the term Magnus opus. And I don't speak other languages, so someone else can explain what a Magnus opus is. But, you know, basically the bestest ever for the session is what we're going for. This one is certainly not going to be the Magnus opal. It's not that it's a bad one, it's just it's too small. And I have to do this and make it smaller. Quite frankly, it's a nice opal in its own right. It's just too small. So thank you for showing up, but you are not the Magnus opal. Ba-bow. Right, now, you're going to be dazzled with a lot of colour as we do this. This one I'm going to do next. Hopefully, actually, I'm hoping this is not the Magnus opal, but it might be. So let's just see what happens. I'm flattening out the back. This is not the bit that I'm going to be using. It might be if it becomes good, but probably not. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hello, Ems.
Right.
We're looking for the Magnus opal now.
The birds, have you heard? The birds have been begging for your attention.
I know. That's why we're going for Magnus opal.
Okay.
So we try and get the best opal so we can go up and say hi to the birds.
Yeah. Is there still chicken left?
What? Yeah, there's chicken left.
I'm gonna make a chicken burger.
Don't show the birds. They might get sad.
How dare you! Fuck you!
Oi!
Screw you!
Right. I'm glad she modified her language. Didn't think I'd have to give my children media trading, but you know, it seems like I do. So as predicted, not the Magnus opal, quite a nice one. And if I put it down against something black, it becomes nicer, if you can see no gaps. So this is definitely a doublet opal. So that will have to be finished at a later time. Right, so what will we do next? We'll do... no, not that one. There's one that I was looking at before. We'll have a look at this one. Too small, I think, but we'll see. I know the comment is like, 15 minutes old or so by now, but going down a 30-foot ladder, I think that there are public mines that you can go down that are not as scary as, like, the actual mines they use. So, consider it. Don't necessarily do it just because I said so. Okay, so this is a nice opal, but it's got sand on the back, and that's probably going to ruin everything, so, oh well. By the way, my cockatoos do not care about chicken. They will eat chicken. They love it. And if you're worried about, oh, you're going to make them eat a bird, well, it may be interesting to note that they're probably evolutionarily more closely related to me than they are related to the chicken. And no, I haven't tested that out. We can have a look though. So once again, nice opal, but not nice enough and too small. So let's go find another one. This one's just weird. Let's see what that one does. As you can see, we're just motoring through these ones. These are some of them are very small. The important thing is the colours. There's a lot of colours in these ones. And the thing about them, they're really high-risk opals. So sometimes in order to get the stable opal, you have to just slice through the best of the colour, which means that you're left with nothing. It's a bit of annoyance, but what can you do? This is a lightning ridge opal, in case you're interested. Even though it's white, it's lightning ridge. I can tell just from the way it's cutting and from some of the material around it. I know it seems almost mystical that you could do that, but if you were cutting opals, you would be able to figure it out yourself too. Now this one is a good candidate, to be honest. Look at this. So good that I'm talking in a New Zealand accent. Look at this. That'd be really choice, bro. Magnus opal, choice. Yeah, a bit of Russian opal chips. Oh, more likes. Thank you very much, whoever did that. Okay, I was thinking this might have been the Magnus opal, but no, because it got ruined by the sand underneath. Oh, well. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to cut it. Amazing. So that's not the Magnus opal. Oh, well. It's a nice one, though. It's got nice colour in it. Just, you can't see the colour. Let me zoom in and see if you can see the colour. No, you can't see the colour even. You'll just have to believe me. It's nice colour, but can't be done. Right, so I'm putting these ones out here. One of these will be the Magnus opal. I'm going to drag out some of the more interesting ones now, because some of these are, one of these interesting opals is going to be the Magnus opal, because it's just going to, the weird is just going to blossom into amazing colour at some point. So this one has got no colour whatsoever, but it will not surprise me if it suddenly becomes the most amazing opal ever. Looks like this one is not exploding into colour, so oh well, no big deal. They're getting some colour, but not Magnus opal style colour, so I'm sorry, you are the weakest link. Bye. Oh, actually, hang on for a second. Just as I was speaking, it's got cracks in it. It's going to be too small. The colour's starting to show. Look at that. See what it looks like now. Too little, too late. I think you'll find little opal. Sorry, buddy. Nice try, but see ya. All right, goodbye. Bing. So let's have a look at this one. Now this is a very interesting one. Do not adjust your set. That colour is definitely what you're seeing. I'm going to take this cap off and I'm going to try and manoeuvre around this colour. It is an absolute smasher, but it's very thin and it's dished, so it'll be hard to actually turn. Whoop, hang on. Whoop, there we go. It'll be hard to make this one work. If I do, it's going to be an absolute legend opal. So it seems to me that the thing that was holding it together was the stuff at the back. Once you got rid of that, it was no longer so spectacular. So that one is not the Magnus opal. Sorry, mate, you're not the Magnus opal. That's okay. I want to have a quiet life anyway. Oh, that's good. I mean, not a bad one, just not Magnus opal good. It's actually quite good. Just going to quickly just swish around the edges, see what it looks like as a round opal. So yeah, not a bad little stone, just too thin. Goodbye. All right, so what are we going to try this time around? We're going to try this one. Let's see what this one does. Once again, it's got thinness on the sides. Oh, we've got a candidate. This one might be it. I know you probably can't see anything because of my stupid camera, but this guy is definitely looking pretty good. I'm now just rounding everything off. I'm being a bit brutal about it because the edges are quite thin. No point in having thin edges. Thinning down the thickest edge so that I don't have to work so hard keeping everything uniform. Come on, you can do that. A bit better. Thank you. What are we looking like? Oh, that's good. Better than I expected, actually. At the moment, it's going to stay freeform. I may make it into a cab at some stage, though. Whoa! Now this Ozito, I bought it for $6 or $7, and I've worked it really hard. So I don't blame it for going a bit every now and then. So there you go. What do we reckon? Magnus opal or not? I don't know. That could be. We'll leave that out there because it might be. But I reckon there's another good one out there. Let's have a look around here.
I was spotted.
What?
I was spotted.
Oh, are you? They wanted chicken?
Yeah, they have no chicken.
Fair enough. I don't know why this is even here, so we'll find out. Oh, there it is. That's the reason. I told you, in the most bizarre places you'll find it. Didn't even look like there was colour. Look at this. Just here. Unbelievable. If this isn't the big M, then it's definitely a candidate. Oh my goodness, okay. This is really one of those saving the best till last situations, because look at this guy. Look at him. There's only one problem in that we've got very little amounts of opal to work with. I've got to kind of just very carefully take some of this back off as well to make it a nice opal. Still, it's very thin. It's painfully thin even. But, nice opal. Can I make it into something good? I don't know. Cut that bit off. That's not going to survive. Might survive as something else. I just think it's not thick enough. I think it's a nice opal, but it's just not thick enough. We'll see. I'll keep trying. I want some of this to survive because it's just beautiful. But we just be prepared for disappointment with this one because it may just not make it. I don't like it when opals like this are circling the drain, but that's the reality. Okay, come on. You can leave it like that. And cut it along there, and hopefully that'll do it. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the fact that there is still sand in there and just gently turn it into something, because I really want something out of this. It's just got too many issues to be the Magnus opal, unfortunately, but it is beautiful. Look at that. I will make something out of that. Look at it. It is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's just got too many issues to be the Magnus opal. Looks great. Probably could only sell it for $50 if that. I wouldn't feel right selling it for a huge amount because it's just not that kind of opal. Right, so we'll quickly have a look through this one. This is another of those really weird ones. Take the top off it. Where are you? Show them your beauty. Show them your prettiness, your pretty, pretty, pretty yar. Here we go. What have we got here? Whoa. Bit small, so it's hard to actually cut through. Yes, and I am toying with the idea that something like this could be a Magnus opal, because these sometimes, when they don't disintegrate, of course, they end up being quite pretty. Here we go. What have we got here? Let's see what I'm talking about in just a second. Too sand shot. Nice, but too much sand. So I'll just bring it right up so you can see it. All that colour, lots of colour around. Too much sand. Oh well. All right, let's bring out the big guns. These guys here. Pretty certain that one. Whoop! Oh dear. Pretty certain that one of these is going to make it because reasons. If not, one of these is going to make it. That one might, but I'm not holding that much hope for it. This one might. I'm holding a bit of hope for it. This one, probably not. This one, maybe, but probably not. Let's go and just grab... Let's do this one first and see what we get. I thought by now I'd actually have a Magnus opal, but, you know, they've just excluded themselves by just little itty bitty bits. Right, that's that bit done. Let's go and have a look at the other side. Are we going to get any colour at all? Yes, we are, but only slight. If it doesn't improve, it's definitely not a Magnus opal material. Come on, buddy. You need to pick up your game if you want to be a good opal. Come on. The opals of today lack discipline, that's what I say. Need to have a highly disciplined opal to have the colour that you need. Need a highly disciplined rotary tool as well. See if that discipline is lacking all over here. tell you what, 6 are the best with a cane or something. Ugh, that's a way to treat them. No, sadly, no. So let's have a look. There's another one that I haven't spotted. Is it that one? Where is it? There it is. That one. Right. So we've got a few that are candidates. We'll just give this one a go. Surely one of these is going to pop off. Come on. You can do it. In case you were wondering, these are higher risk, higher reward kind of opals. So it means that it's all or nothing with these guys. Go through a few nothings to get the alls. That one became a Mexican jumping opal and is in danger of becoming complete powder. Don't think this is our bunny, so to speak. Nothing there. All right. We got this one. Let's do this one. See? What have you got? Well, you've got colour, but it looks like you don't have enough. Or maybe. Let's have a look at you. Not bad, but not good enough. I don't think. You're too thin. I'm body shaming an opal. What do you think? Okay. Oh, more likes. Thank you very much. So once again, not bad, but not good enough. That can't be Magnus opal. It's nowhere near the one that's down there. All right. This one I'm pinning a bit of hope on. Let's have a look at you. What have we here? Look at that. Okay, the outside is what we've got. Certainly looking nice at this point in time. Still quite thin, but I think we're getting there. Look at this. Come on in, spinner is all I can say. Come on. That's a statement of luck in Australia, in case you're interested. Come on in, spinner. Referring to the wonderful game of 2-Up, which was played in Anzac Day all those years ago. It's illegal all around Australia unless it's Anzac Day. Australia's answer to the 3 pendulum problem, I suppose. Come on, you can do this. Didn't mean to create so much tension with the stones I'd selected, but I have actually. I'm an accidental genius of tension in. There's colour here somewhere. You can see it. There it is. Look at that. Nice bit of colour. But it's a bit of colour. It's not huge. Not like I was hoping for massive, massive colour. There it is. Flip it over and there's the colour. Once again, too thin. Okay. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Keep just getting not quite. Just going to take the top off this and see what it looks like. Then I'm going to dive into the list of rubs that I've got sitting around. See if I can find something that can give us a good Magnus opal. This has lasted longer than I expected. Because I have them lined up all ready to go, the Magnus opals. Alright, I'm going to look in another direction. Hopefully this one. Let's see. Would you look at that? Finally. Well, it looks like a nice bit of colour's coming out. Finally. Wow, that took way longer than I expected. Fortunately, I have a near limitless supply of opals. 2 weeks later, we're still going. Gee, struth. Accidental opal marathon. Right, I'm going to carve off the back. This is going to get better and better, I can see that. So long as there's no strange surprises hidden amongst this sand, we've got ourselves a nice opal. Oh, another like. Thank you very much, whoever did that. And just to boot, we've got some matrix on the back here, which is kind of cool. Didn't expect that. Nor did I expect my shoulders to be burning so much as well. That's because I've been cutting for too long. Okay, there's a crack there. Cut that down. Right. You don't like cutting them, but you have to sometimes. This is the bit where the sparkle was anyway. Sparkle. Going to roll it in like I've been explaining to some other people. The sparkle under the roll, which is good. Good, nice colour there. So this colour is going to be alright. I can see it now. It's sitting there in the alright category, and it's big enough to be the Magnus opal, even if it doesn't get any better than this. But I can see it's getting better than this now, so we've got ourselves a good candidate. Excellent, finally. Woohoo! Okay, just got to be careful not to take off too much material. Other than that, we've got ourselves a nice opal. Stabilising the back, because you have to. Don't know how many opals I've cut until I got to this point, but that's a lot. So let's go around here. Right, rounding it. rounding it off, rounding it, rounding it, rounding it off, rounding it, rounding it. And the more I round it, the more sparkle I see, which is good because it's responding to that kind of change in angle. Also, there's a little bit of a sand issue on that side. I can deal with that. Yeah, because there's a crack literally there. So I'll just, what will I do? I'll literally cut it there. I just want to give the opal plenty of time to recuperate, or plenty of space to. Still sitting there at about 2 carats or so it's not a big deal. And it's either a drop or a bit of freeform fun. Either or, no trouble. There we go. Right. Nice little opal. Would have liked a little bit more colour, but I think that'll come out later on. What you'll find is that colour that's sitting there on the right hand side of it will probably end up pretty much dominating the majority of the opal. I'm just going to try a few swipes to try and get that colour to come out. Yeah, it's coming out. There we go. Nice opal to finish on. Ah. Oh. Ah. Alright, if you haven't been following, you will find that we've got one thing to do. It's been 2.5 hours, so my neck is... Ugh. Hello there, birdies. Those are the noises you heard earlier on. Oh. How you doing, Loki? Loki pokey, Loki pokey? Ah. Loki pokey. There we go. It's alright. You can come out. I will do your cage again because you don't seem to do it yourself. Alright. There's mostly leaf litter at the bottom of this cage. That's because I've fed Max on fresh stuff today. Yeah, come on. Want to come out? Max always likes to make sure that things are done properly. There's a way. Actually, I'm going to turn off the aircon. It's a bit colder now. It was quite warm during the day. Here we go. I reckon I can just get this to go over onto this. There we go. We now have a walking bridge. See if Max can comply. Come on, Max. Yeah. Like you didn't take all the foliage. Well, that's a lily-pilly bush in case you're interested. If you have a cockatoo, this is very good food for them. Native all over Australia. All right. Yee. All right. It's been a while, so come on, pony. Here we go. Yoink. I gotcha. I gotcha. Boink. And then we'll swap the camera around. Hello and hello, pony. There you go. Hello. So that's how we tend to finish it. Me and my pony, a dream and a gun. I'm hoping my pony don't point her beak at anyone, but she is splat against my chest. The cockatoo's over there. I hope you don't think you're gonna go in Loki's cage, in Loki's cage. Alright. Say goodbye, Loki. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And yep, that's it. Like and subscribe on your way out if you feel that this is a pretty good entertaining thing to do. Pony likes it when you do. Doesn't matter. You do what you want to do. It's your choice. It's your life. But I will be doing this again probably tomorrow. So see you on the next one. Have a lovely evening. Dr. Phil out.